Renowned international human rights advocate Reed Brody, also fondly called Dictator Hunter, says the testimonies of the direct perpetrators at the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission (TRRC) could be enough to convict former President Yahya Jammeh. The Human Rights Watch lawyer told his reporter via telephone conversation that the former strongman can actually be brought to book. Asked if the testimonies of the perpetrators are sufficient enough to prosecute Jammeh, the American lawyer would hope so. Direct perpetrators have implicated Jammeh in murder, torture, and a host of other terrible crimes, he said. If they repeated those statements at the trial, in which they were subjected to cross-examination by Jammeh's lawyer, it could be enough to sustain a conviction. Asked on the best possible trial for Jammeh in order to get the desired justice by the victims, Mr. Brody said a so-called high-bar court, the Gambia and the AU or ECOWAS, with mostly Gambian judges, could bring the best of both worlds. It could have its seats and most trials in the Gambia, but for a Jammeh trial could sit elsewhere in the region. Many fear bringing Jammeh back to the Gambia for a possible trial is not feasible, bearing in mind the APRC founder still has a strong supporter in the country. Apart from the Gambia, however, there are other places where he could be tried based on international law, according to Reed Brody. Jammeh could be tried in the Gambia, ICC, or a third country such as Ghana, which lost 44 of its citizens. As TRRC wraps up public hearings and preparing to deliver a report on its findings, calls have been heightening by victims and civil society organizations for the Gambian government to implement the recommendation of the Commission. According to the human rights lawyer, one of the ways to ensure that the authorities implemented the TRRC recommendation, victims and CSO should use the election trial and ask each of the candidates and parties to commit to implementing the TRRC recommendation. Reed Brody specializes in helping victims pursue justice against atrocities. He serves as a defense counsel for victims in case of former Chadian President Hassan Haba, who was later convicted for crimes against humanity in Senegal and subsequently jailed.